Now, moving on to more updates coming in from America. Now, Americans may be unhappy about the economy, but they're still spending. New data shows that consumer sentiment remains weak, with many households worried about inflation, rising fuel prices, and the overall cost of living. Yet, retail spending continues to hold up. Walmart, Target, Home Depot, and other major retailers have all reported strong sales growth in the recent weeks, highlighting the resilience of the U.S. consumer. Inflation in the United States climbed to 3.8% in April, the highest level in nearly 3 years. Gasoline prices have surged following the Iran war, with the national average now standing at $4.56 a gallon. Researchers estimate that the average U.S. household spent nearly $188 extra on fuel since late February. Even so, consumer spending, which drives roughly two-thirds of the U.S. economy, continues to support growth. The strength in consumer spending, however, is becoming increasingly uneven. Economists describe the current trend as a K-shaped economy, where higher-income households continue to spend confidently while lower-income Americans face mounting financial strain. Bank of America data shows that wealthier consumers are still spending on travel, shopping, and discretionary purchases. Meanwhile, middle and lower-income households are cutting back on vacations and non-essential spending as fuel and grocery bills rise. Walmart says higher-income shoppers are increasingly turning to discount retailers as they search for value, while lower-income consumers are becoming far more cautious with spending. There are also growing signs of stress beneath the surface. More Americans are relying on buy now, pay later loans to finance purchases, especially younger consumers. At the same time, credit card debt is rising sharply. According to recent estimates, nearly half of Americans with a credit card now carry monthly debt balances. Retailers say shoppers are adjusting their behavior rather than stopping spending entirely. Consumers are buying smaller fuel quantities, switching to cheaper brands, and looking for discounts wherever possible. Walmart's latest earnings reflect both the resilience and the fragility of the American consumer. The retail giant reported U.S. comparable sales growth of 4.1% in the latest quarter that was driven by strong demand across stores and online platforms. The company says shoppers continue to prioritize essentials, while higher-income consumers are also spending more on premium products and faster delivery services. For now, the American consumer continues to power the economy despite growing frustration over inflation and living costs. But economists warn that if fuel prices stay high and financial pressures deepen, cracks in consumer spending could begin to emerge later this year.